And at this time of year, I want you to know that as you struggle to find this perfect gift, as you struggle to find the perfect gift or to create the perfect holiday, you have an invitation to live differently. You have an invitation to live differently, to forget finding the perfect gift and instead receive Jesus, who is the perfect gift. So in light of this, how are you supposed to do that? What are some things that you and I can do to help get our hearts ready to receive the gift of Jesus and forget finding that perfect gift? Well, I want to invite you first just to examine yourself. To examine yourself and your own motives and your own holiday planning. What is it in your life right now that might be keeping you from experiencing the gift of Jesus? What is it that is in your own holiday planning, in your own work, that might be working against you experiencing the love of Jesus? I invite you to reflect on your own Christmas practices, your own things in own holiday planning, and just ask yourself, how might the pursuit of finding the perfect gift or trying to have the perfect holiday be keeping you from receiving the true gift of the season? And then I want to invite you to take a next step and think about how you can simplify your celebration this year. Just to simplify your celebration. You don't have to be a part of the 50% of Americans who are dreading the holidays. I mean, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So think about what can you do in your own family and model for your own children, own grandchildren, and even perhaps your friends, right? About living in the holidays in a different way. How can you be a part of simplifying so that you're not one of the third of Americans who will experience difficult death this time of year? You're not part of the people, the half of us who are going to be dreading the holidays. And instead of focusing on what you dread, or instead of focusing on finding that perfect gift, instead plan with your family how you can create space to receive God's gift. To receive God's gift in Jesus, to receive it in your family, in your life, in a powerful way. How can you create space in your heart and in your family's table, in your family's life, to reflect on the gift that you have in Jesus? And then, since Christmas really is a season about giving, I want to invite you to reflect on how you can share this gift with other people. And that can be a difficult thing, I know, because so many are wrapped up in trying to find that perfect gift. Perhaps you've been there too, but I want to invite you to consider how can you be one who shares the gift of Jesus with someone else? John came preaching about Jesus, trying to get people ready to receive Jesus, trying to get people ready to receive the perfect gift from God, who is Jesus. So I invite you, what can you do perhaps this year to share the good news of God's gift in Jesus with someone else? So friends, I want to just invite you to think about the impact that we can have. Think about the impact the church can have, that Christians, followers of Jesus, could have if we set aside, forget finding the perfect gift. If we just forget finding the perfect gift and instead receive Jesus, who is God's perfect gift, think about the impact that people of faith could have. The impact nationwide as instead of trying to dread the holidays with the half of other Americans, but if people of faith just said, you know what, this isn't a time to dread. This is a time to receive the hope of Jesus and to share it with other people. Think about the joy that you could find in your own heart in the life of our faith community as we shared that with our neighbors and our friends. And if we did that, I believe that it would have impacts just this year, but also into next year, because it might mean that there's fewer people who next year at Christmas are still paying off debt from the previous year because the people of God have responded in faith to the gift that they receive in Jesus. This is the power that is possible when people of faith come together. This is the power that's possible, especially when people of faith come together to receive the gift of Jesus, to receive God's gift to all of humanity. And so right now, the world is racing to find that perfect gift. The world is racing to find that perfect holiday, and maybe you are too. But I want you to know that God offers another way. God offers another way. A way past the stress, a way past the pressure of finding that perfect gift, of even stressing out about having that perfect holiday. So I ask you, will you forget finding that perfect gift and instead receive God's perfect gift in Jesus this holiday?